Hello, beautiful and or handsome Taurus. Welcome to 2017. My name is Vanessa, aka Beyond Your Sun Sign. I'm pretty much just going to get right into it. 2017 feels amazing. I am so excited for this new beginning, fresh year. 2016, I think, was difficult for some, but also very informative. I feel like we all really figured out who we were, what we wanted, what we didn't want. I think that we started to realize what baggage we were carrying that wasn't even ours. A lot of resentment, a lot of guilt, a lot of anger, a lot of sadness. But I really do have a great feeling about 2017 for everyone, for the world especially. It's easy to get bogged down in the news and what's going on in other parts of the world. But when you focus on the good, it's there. And in my opinion, the good that happened in 2016 was way more powerful and way more inspiring than anything else that happened. So that's really what I'm focusing on. That's really what I'm hoping people around me focus on. And that's really what I'm going to try and hopefully, get through to the Tauruses in this reading, because as a Taurus, you guys can be extremely, I don't want to say stubborn because it's a word that's been used so many times to describe Taurus, but you guys are definitely steadfast. You know what, when you have something in your mind, there's no changing that. There's no faltering. And that is such an incredible strength, an incredible quality to have, because it's grounding, and as a spiritual person, I'm a double air sign, so to have grounding energy is such an amazing, incredible thing to have. It's something that keeps you confident in a way. When you're kind of all up in here, or when you're fire sign and you're all, the grounding energy that an earth sign brings is really what is needed right now, because a lot of people, we don't feel grounded right now. Everything is so up in the air. So Taurus, we need you to step up this year, especially with your grounding energies, but be smart about what you're sticking to. Be informative. You can have ideas, you can have opinions, they can be your own, of course, and nothing will change that, but make sure that it's the right opinion, the right idea, because a lot of the times we can get hooked on to this idea, this belief that we think is all truth, that is, perfect for us, which is fine, but we grow, right? And we expand and we learn more. And in order to maintain your credibility, maintain your reputation as being smart, educated, grounded, amazing people, you have to make sure that you're not being dogmatic, and too focused, too grounded. Everything in moderation. So this feels really great. I'm asking for Taurus, please. Taurus. I'm asking for Taurus for February 2017. Oh, I'm sorry. Taurus for January 2017. Taurus, January 2017, please. Okay. Let's get started. Okay. So, the situation that we're dealing with, Taurus, for January 2017 is the first card I'm going to pull. So this card is going to pretty much let us know what's going on this month, what we need, what your subconscious wants to pull to the attention of your conscious mind, and let's go. Okay, so your situation, January 2017 for Taurus. You are in a transformative period. January is the time to let go of anything that was not serving you in 2016. That is much easier said than done. I totally understand that. Much easier said than done. But your subconscious and the universe is crying for you to make that change. Change. Taurus and change. I'm sorry, I shouldn't use that word because I know that really hurts right here. But the only way to grow is to change, because growth and change are the same thing. You can never grow unless you're changing, and that's what humans do. That's why it's so easy not to judge others, because you realize that every person is not done yet. If they were done, they'd be dead. So why judge? Why put up those boundaries and those limitations on others and on yourself? Why not allow yourself the space to grow and to change? Because once you let go of that oldness that's not serving you, that's the only way that newness can come in. 2017 is all about new beginnings, fresh start. You do not want to start your year holding on to crap from the past, from past. It's not going to serve your higher purpose. And you're going to hold on to that for another 9 years, and you're going to pick up other things that aren't serving you. So what I told Aries, and what I'm probably going to tell every sign, is to invoke Saint Germain's violet flame. We all have it. We've all been gifted with it. It's very simple. Just take a second. Take that deep breath. And envision Saint Germain's violet flame. When you have that vision in your mind, that beautiful, bright violet flame, I want you to throw anything in there that is not serving your highest good. Anything that does not bring you joy, anything that does not give you happiness, that doesn't make you cry happy tears, that doesn't make you scream, yes, love, light, happiness, get rid of it. It's not needed anymore. It's not helping you. It's not helping anyone else. It is just weighing you down. And it's time to let go. The universe wants you to rebirth yourself. And the only way you're going to rebirth yourself is if you kill yourself. Kill your old self that isn't conducive to your highest good. I know that you know what I'm talking about, because Tauruses never forget. They have memories like an elephant. But a lot of the times, like the Cancer, your emotions get too caught up. Not everybody is out to hurt you. A lot of the times people are just reacting based on their own situation. It's just a projection. It has nothing to do with you. It really, really doesn't. Like that, it might be hurtful to hear, but it's almost selfish and delusional to think that people are living their lives in accordance to how it's going to, how is that going to affect you, Taurus? No, people don't live like that. People live from here. They look out. They don't look at how this is going to. No, people, no. And the sooner you realize that, the easier life will get, because you'll wipe away any expectations. And I really think that for January 2017 and for 2017, this is your time to relinquish those expectations, relinquish control, and allow the universe to give you what you deserve. The only way the universe is ever going to be able to reward you is if you're open to receive it. One thing that I have been using that I also find very beneficial, that I think a Taurus will absolutely appreciate, is opening your hand chakra. Okay, so your left hand is your receiving hand, your less dominant hand is your receiving hand. So when you open up that chakra, I use a crystal and I just do either a spiral, and I put the intent that my hand chakra is opening, that things flow in through love. This hand is directly related to your heart chakra. So just allow that to flow in. Draw a symbol on there that means something to you. I have a friend who draws, a heart on there, because a heart is her universal symbol of happiness and a happy trigger for her. Just open up your heart chakra. Let it in. That's not necessarily just letting in money. How about you let in some new people? How about you let in, some new situations, some new experiences that are going to change the way you see the world, your perspective. Everybody's really, 2017 has given us a fresh pair of eyes, a third eye as well. We're now coming into this spirit of awakening, spirit of opening, spirit of acceptance and love. We've seen where hate got us. We saw that back in 2016. We saw that, focusing on hate and focusing on, negativity. We saw that. Did that serve you, Taurus? I really highly doubt it. So now really is the time to realize what isn't serving your highest good and to just, throw it into the violet flame. Let it go. Okay, moving on. So this next card is an obstacle and an aid. It's something that you have to get over in order to help you, okay? So one does not exist without the other. Keep that in mind. So this card is all about creativity, fertility. For some Tauruses, this could mean a pregnancy. For sure, for January 2017, that's going to really change the way you see the world. That's going to, especially if it's a first pregnancy. Even if it's not a first pregnancy, the new wave of children that are coming in, the new babies being born are so special. So, so special. And that has to be honored. Kids really do mirror their environment. So if you're honoring your heart, your giving nature, your grounding energy, the children, they will follow. They need that, Taurus. So like I said, rebirth, creativity, fertility, creating something new. It's time to get creative because creativity fuels intuition, it fuels imagination, it fuels the law of attraction. Use your imagination to create the world that you want. I'm sure you've already heard this already. I'm sure I don't have to give you a law of attraction lesson, but your thoughts create your world. Yes, they do. Look around. What in your life do you not have positive thoughts about? How is that working out for you? Is that a good area of your life? Sometimes it really is so simple. You hate your job. Why not try every day telling yourself that you love your job? Why not? Even if you hate your job really, what's it going to hurt saying that you love it? What's it going to hurt telling people that you love your job? If anything, they're just going to look at you as a winner, and that's what people, want. We're here to win. That's why we're on Earth to, live, love, win. People love being around winners. So even if you're faking it till you make it, other people are going to be convinced, and you're going to start to see yourself through their eyes, through that winning nature, even if you created that persona, that image that you are now seeing through them. It really starts from within. So allow your creative juices to flow. The universe and the world begs you to be yourself. It begs you to be creative. You Tauruses are extremely creative. They are so grounded. I can't stop using that word because it's so important. They're so grounded. Go out in nature. Be creative with nature. It doesn't have to be a garden because depending on where you are in the world, it could be winter. It doesn't have to be a garden, but a snowman, just something that is creative, fun, energetic, and just in nature. It's very simple. I find that a lot of Tauruses, they overemphasize things that are very simplistic. And as an earth sign, you should realize that, basic simplicity is life. There's nothing more pure than the basic simplicity of life. Sun, water, soil. Once your basic needs are met, you're living. So why even stress about this extra crap? Why even? Why are you holding on to that? So rebirth, your obstacle and your aid is getting that creative fertility, fruition, juices going. Your feminine side, your emotional side, your abundant side, like I said, your fertility side, really seeing the tree for the forest, focusing on the beautiful little details of life because that is what life is. And as a Taurus, you guys are extremely acquisitive. I really do think that 2017, if you didn't already do it in 2016, go through your wardrobe, go through your closet, get rid of stuff that are not, it's really as basic as that. If it doesn't bring joy, get rid of it. Don't tell, maybe no, you won't. Get rid of it. And then guess what? You're going to start to appreciate what you have in your closet because it's like the chosen one. Like, you'll definitely feel a lot lighter. And 2017 is all about lightness, fresh, new beginnings, happiness, love, light. We got this. Okay. Subconsciously, let's see what's going on. Subconsciously, You really want that love. You want that natural, that can't sleep love, that partnership, that building. You know, it's time. If you're not already in a relationship, or if the relationship that you're in hasn't been feeling the way that you think it should be feeling, your subconscious mind is bringing that to light. So once you bring it to light, that's how you heal it. Bring it to the conscious level. Recognize the relationship for what it is. Recognize yourself for who you are. Recognize your partner for who they are, without all the strings attached, without all the chatter and background, and honor that. Because subconsciously, you really want to love. You want that partner. You want that partnership because it's really fueling your ego. It's really fueling your pride and your confidence. You know, when I got married, I felt like I was finally free in a way, which is interesting. I think as a Libra as well, because Libras really need to be partnered up. But it was almost like I needed to be accepted by that one person who said, you know, no matter what, I'll love you. I needed that acceptance in order to finally accept myself, which is something that I am working on, absolutely. But as a Taurus, you know, you guys aren't Libras. You guys can be individual. You guys can definitely do your own thing, especially when you're stuck in your own patterns and routines. But is that really fun for you? Is that what you want from life? Or do you want to love, or do you want to share that? You know, do you want someone to who makes you feel all giggly inside, and someone who is going to allow you to transform yourself and give you that confidence to kind of be who you need to be? You know, you've been pulled back for so long, especially in relationships. It's really time to kind of put that hand out and see who grabs on. You know, put your hand out and be open to receiving love, because guess what? You deserve it. That's your birthright. You deserve love, to be loved, to feel love, and to love back unconditionally. So own that. January 2017 is really asking you to own that, okay? Thought process, you know, you're worried about that change, exactly what I said. Constantly stressing about change, but why? Why are you so worried about change? You know, change happens every single day. You know, even the moon isn't the same as it was the last day. It changes and it evolves. It comes back to a full moon, but that full moon is never the same as the last full moon. Nature naturally grows. The season changes. It really shows you the beauty of unattachment. Unattach yourself from these things in the material world that, you know, they aren't serving your highest good. They're too dense. They're too materialistic. They're too tangible. 2017, it's time to really focus on those intangible items that can't be bought, that can't be sold, that can't be taken from you. And that's love. It's the only thing that other people can't take from you. Love, how you love and how you feel and your emotions. So don't be afraid of the change. The change is really connected to the fear of change is really just connected to your ego. It's really just your ego telling you, it goes into panic mode. Well, if you change, then what will happen? It's that fear. 2017, fearless. That's your keyword. I'm really finding, be fearless. Do not be afraid of change. I can't stress it enough, and I know it's hard for you Tauruses, but you can do it, and you have all of the power of the universe in you to make the changes that are needed. Be an initiator. Take Aries lead. You're the second sign of the zodiac. You can make the movement. And when you put yourself in control of that change, it's less scary. It's not imposed on you. So like I said, make that change. I really do think that change is what is needed in order to find more fulfillment in a partnership and a relationship. Something that would have just passed, a lot of people have been looking up to what you've been building. That's not necessarily a good thing. If you haven't been building over the past year or in the past 9 years, if you've really been stagnant, that's also being watched. Not making a decision is a decision. And people look up to you, Tauruses. You have this grounding presence that people really admire and they crave because, you know, especially after 2016, we've really realized that nothing is what it seems. Nothing remains the same. So I think that people really latch on to your unwillingness to change as a positive thing because change is so constant, but a Taurus kind of makes it feel like, well, maybe it doesn't have to happen like that. Maybe it doesn't have to change. But at the end of the day, that's not the best thing, and that's not the best role model you want to be, because like I said, everything changes. So people definitely are looking up to you. They're looking to you for optimism. They're really looking to you to be more positive. They want you to fill your emotional cup so that they can drink from it, because they need you, Tauruses. The world needs you. You need to be emotionally filled before you're ever going to give. Like I said, with the hand chakra opening up, once that opens up, you start to feel more of a flow. You can give more easily. You can definitely receive more easily, whether that's love, whether that's whatever it is, acceptance, whatever it is you feel you need, it's being watched. People see it. People absolutely see it. So keep that in mind. That's a responsibility. Okay, future card. It's looking really good. It's looking really, really good. You have the world at your fingertips. Don't waste this opportunity. January, as much as people say, oh, well, you can start something new every year, January 2017, this is so different. Now, not only can you start something new, but you will have huge success with it. But it's only when you honor what you want. Put your passion into it. Put your heart into something. Don't do stuff half-assed. You saw how well that did for you last year, by not making decisions, by, not being confident, by not being open and honest with yourself and with others. Did that serve you last year? Maybe this year, is something that you can work on. It's not going to happen overnight, but at least you're working towards it. So this looks really good. It's a 21, so it's a 3. You have 3 threes on the board, so it's really a call for optimism. It's a call for creativity. It's a call for positivity. Recognize that your thoughts create your world, so you better make them positive. If you want a positive world, I'm not saying that, if you want to have a positive aspects of your life, think of it positively. Okay, this is you right now, so definitely more seated. Your intuition is there, but you're not even acknowledging it. Your intuition is there. It's always been there, but you haven't owned it. You haven't looked into it. You haven't put it in your awareness. Might be something to work on for 2017, because that intuition is everything. Intuition is everything. It's spirit speaking through you. It's you being you. It's your natural light, life, and love. And without our intuition, we're robots. We're cyborgs. Our intuition is what makes us special and unique. So it's definitely time to start growing your intuition. There are tons of oils to help with that. One of my favorite is patchouli, which is amazing for a Taurus as well. Patchouli, frankincense, 2 amazing oils to help with your intuition, to connect with your spiritual self, which doesn't have to be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be an all-encompassing thing. It could be something that you gradually do. You don't have to be a spiritual being to be an intuitive being. Intuition is gifted in every single one of us, and it's only those who actually exercise that intuition muscle that benefit from it. It sits there, just waiting to be used, so you might as well, be the best Taurus that you can be by allowing your intuition to speak with your grounding presence. Those two combined are going to be a force to reckon with. Remember that you have confidence behind you. You have your spirit guides. They're giving you all the confidence you need to make that change, to not be fearful. So go for it. Okay, family and friends. Your family and friends are moving away from harder times, like a lot of people are. 2016 was difficult. It was an ending year in numerology. It is what was needed to kind of close off the end and start a fresh new slate. So family and friends moving from harder times, be that shoulder for them. A lot of the times it's embarrassing. I was just watching this commercial, and the guy said, he's getting out of the car, he said, asking for help is embarrassing. And I just jumped up. I screamed at the television, no! No, that's not true. Asking for help is not embarrassing at all. Asking for help is the most pure, beautiful thing that you could ever utter, because asking for help acknowledges that you need others. It acknowledges it to yourself. It acknowledges it to the other person. Imagine how amazing it feels when you help someone. So why not give someone that amazing feeling of being able to help? You know, they're moving out of hard times. They needed your help. You don't need to be in their face with your helpingness. Sometimes even just being you, being your presence, your grounding presence is all the help they need. Be that shoulder, that warmth, that comfort, that cloak of safety for other people, especially your family and friends, because 2016 had a gray over it. And I'm sure you have some family and friends that lost people or that lost themselves, or just 2016 just, really screwed them over. So try and give them that optimism. People look up to Tauruses 100%, like I already said, especially your family and friends. They look up to you. You're beautiful, you're strong, you're confident, you're smart, you're grounded, like I keep saying. So please, if you're happy, they will be happy. That's all you can do, is be happy. Send love and happiness to others, to strangers. That's all you can do, and don't take shortcuts to your happiness. Honor what you want and what makes you happy. You don't need to explain to other people why that makes you happy. If that makes you happy, go for it. No questions asked. If something doesn't make you happy, say no. No guilt, no excuse, no reason. No, not doing it. That's what I've been doing this year so far from December. Just no. And guess what? I've only had to do it once or twice, and now people just know when I say no, the answer is no. So that was something as a Libra that was really hard for me to overcome. But Taurus, we both rule, we're both ruled by Venus, which is a very loving energy, which is a very beautiful energy, which is a very creative and artistic energy. So it's really time to honor those feminine principles that only Libras and Taurus can give to the world, okay? You're beautiful, you're smart, you're creative, you're fun. Own that. Tell yourself every day how amazing you are. Believe it. Make yourself cry from the pride that you have for yourself. It's everything. It changes your entire world. Okay, this is a hope and a fear. So something that you are hopeful for, but also fearful for. And that really is that taking away, being deceived, being taken from. Well, if I'm open, if I have my hand out, receiving, well, can people also take from me? Will they take too much? What if I don't have enough to give? Guess what? That's helping you. People taking from you is helping you, because you're acknowledging who they are in your life and what purpose they're actually serving you. So if you, even in 2016, if there was someone that, you don't feel good about going into 2017, it's either time to cut that cord, throw that relationship into the violet flame, and, see what happens. Pretty much usually what happens when you throw a person or situation into the violet flame. For me, it's not that I saw them less, but when I did see them, they only met my goodness. I met them with my goodness, so they met me back with their goodness. It works every time. It's really the only way that I go and meet people these days. I always have a protective bubble around me, and I always say that the goodness in me is meeting with the goodness with them. So even if they are the worst person ever, I'm only going to see that little spark of light and love that we all have in us. So don't be afraid of these people who you feel are taking from you, because guess what? Taking is, part of life. We take, we give, we receive, it's just what it is. So when you acknowledge how much people have been taken from you, it also does make you feel very grateful for how much you were able to give. Gratitude is such a huge thing. I think gratitude will change your life in 2017. Try to be more grateful. Yeah, people might be taken from you, but hey, at least you have something to give, right? Okay, last card. This is pretty much the outcome of January 2017 for Tauruses. This is pretty much what's going to be happening for you. So it's definitely slow movement, some sort of message Not slow movement, but not quick movement. 3 to 6 months, there will be some sort of change. If you embrace it with positivity, if you embrace it for what it is, then it will yield the results that you want, which are positive. What I like to do is, if I know I'm even going to get on a phone with like a company, before I do anything, I just thank the universe for the positive results. I always just expect the best, and hey, guess what? I always get the best for me at that time. Might not be the best at the time where you're like, well, this is change, what I'm gonna do, but you always see in the long run that the universe is so intricate, so divine, so beautiful. It has your back. Embrace the changes that are imposed on you or the changes that you want to make, because you will be rewarded in the long run. Might seem bad at first, but it is always for your best and highest good. Always. You know, we are so supported. So it's very, very silly to be worrying, to be stressing about change, especially unexpected change that might seem like, what am I going to do? It's what is needed. It is time to rebirth yourself, Taurus. Throw yourself in that violet flame, Saint Germain's violet flame. Throw yourself in. Allow for your creativity to come out. Allow for your intuition to come out. Allow for your hand chakra to receive everything that you want. Love, acceptance, kindness. First, allow yourself to receive it from yourself. Open your hand chakra, look in the mirror, tell yourself how amazing you are, because Taurus, you are amazing. Amazing. I love Tauruses. So honestly, bring it into your life, because you have the universe on your side always. Always. There's no need to stress. There's no need to cry, because everything is part of a bigger picture. You are important, and what you have to do in this earth is what is going to advance us all. So please honor who you are, because we are waiting for you. Okay, Taurus? Have an amazing January 2017, and I will see you in February. Bye, guys!